And welcome back to Average Takes
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Weekly
Welcome
sir.
back.
Pick'em.
Welcome back.
Average
Welcome back.
takes. What up?
Average.
You dig with these takes that are average. People keep thinking we're good, but we're just average. What the fuck is going on?
I was not average last week. I was 6-8. I literally went 6-8 on the picks. Shit the
Yeah,
bed.
I'm pretty close to that too, honestly.
I went the old average 7-7, baby. Can't get much better
Very-
than 50%.
500.
Yes, sir.
Very bad week of football last week for
Horrible.
pick-wise. A
My
lot of
picks.
50-50 games. So let's get on to week 12 of the NFL. Thursday nights, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching this. Also,
Yeah,
almost
Happy
forgot.
Turkey Day.
Gobble
And-
gobble gobble gobble.
If you didn't see on our socials, I'll enter the post right now. Our Tatis jerseys are here, so we're ready to give
They're here.
those
They're here.
mofos
Finally
away.
here.
They're here.
Who
So
wants one? Who wants one?
we got three
I'm in if
jerseys.
you want one.
We're gonna give them all away because we're sick of it.
Let's go, baby.
We got two Tatis and Machado on the way. Once we hit 100, we're still sticking to that though. So 100 subscribers.
And they're all yours.
Everybody
And-
go make a second email and resubscribe. That way we can get to 100.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so
Need
Texans
it.
at Lions Thanksgiving morning. This is supposed to be a 9:30 start, so a little bit earlier than the
Boo-boo
normal
Turkey Day game.
Sunday morning games for
I
us.
don't know if
in
I'm
Cali
awake
South.
9:30.
You just
Are you gonna
starting the
turn that
turkey
on?
at 9:30.
Are you even gonna turn that on?
Start turkey 9:30.
I'll probably tune in. I'll be for it for sure.
Yeah, I love
I'll just
football
have it
on
on in the
Thanksgiving.
background. That's thanks. Yeah. Thanksgiving, you gotta have football on in the background.
No facts.
You know,
At least.
Lions are coming off of getting shut out by a defense that's not even that good. I know they had some weird injuries. DeAndre Swift had a concussion. He's been only walking through practice so far and all coming off a short week.
But Deshaun Watson pulled it off against the Pats.
Yeah.
Against the old Bill Belichick brain himself.
Oh yeah, I saw that last week. Saw it. Knew this Patriots team was coming a little rusty, so I knew this Texans team was gonna win.
Called it. You guys got this week?
I think
I'm gonna continue my train and go Houston Texans win this game.
I'm going to agree with Shenny just because my boy DeAndre Swift is up in the air. We don't know yet. It's probably game time decision. He's going through concussion protocol, so it's always scary about that. But I'm going to go Texans here. I don't think this Lions team – they're missing Galladay also this week. He didn't practice yesterday. Kind of sucks for this Lions team, but Matthew Stafford's a competitor, and I know it'll be close at the end, no matter what.
I think I'm going Houston too. AP is just not doing it for the Lions, and Deshaun Watson is doing it for the Texans. I've always had trust in that guy. I think I'm picking Texans here.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Too many injuries that are like key players on this Lions offense, and they're a shaky team. These both two teams, I think Houston gets it done though. Turkey Day, going full sweep Texans.
Duh.
Well, our second game of Thanksgiving happens to be another team that always plays on Thanksgiving. Cowboys versus Washington football team. This game, if you think about it, is basically for division almost. Like, we're getting towards the end of the year. We have
It's
two
for a playoff.
3-17. Yeah, whoever wins this division is getting to the playoffs, and they're going to be in it. You have a chance after that, you know? Anything could happen in the playoffs. We've seen the Giants win 2 rings unexpectedly.
Just
Sneaking in, you know?
One year was a almost undefeated year for Patriots too. We got another undefeated looking like team going with the Steelers, you know. So maybe we got one of these sneak teams to get in there and ruin everybody's party.
Yeah.
Both
let's
these
hope-
teams,
let's
I
hope
didn't think
not.
were going to win last week. at all. Cowboys played the
Yeah.
Vikings. Don't know how they won that. Washington played the Bengals. Joe Burrow got hurt, so somehow they won that one.
Yeah.
But them two playing against each other, I have no clue who's going to win. It's a toss-up for me, but I'm going to go
It's a
football team.
football team.
for you.
Football
I think
team
I'm going to go football team.
with
They've
me
been on
and
a-
the
they've been
football
on a
team.
run.
Every time I go with them and I'm go with them, they lose. I haven't got one win going with the football team, but then I'll go against them and then they'll win, and I'm like, how did that happen? How do they find a way to fuck me over? So this week I want to see what ways they can come, because I'm gonna go with Dallas. I like Zeke. Andy Dalton looked better last week in that offense. Mike McCarthy had a ginormous pregame speech that pumped up the whole team, got them all riled up. So hopefully he brings that back this week and they beat this football team on Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go football team. Football team still has a top 5 defense, top number 4 in sacks. This defense is still kicking on all cylinders, and it looks like Alex Smith is not looking too bad. I think the old vet has what it takes to beat this Cowboys
He's
team.
decent.
They did it earlier this season. This Cowboys team's not that good. They got a lucky W. CD makes an incredible catch to get them that W. I don't think this Cowboys team has what it takes to win this game. I like the Cowboys, but without Dak, I have no hope for this team this year, and I would rather see this Washington defense start bullying their way into the playoffs, because that defense is nasty with those young guys. So I'm gonna go not Redskins, but football team here.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the defense is gonna take it. I think 2 shaky offenses. I think Washington's got a little bit more of the potential on their side with Dak being gone on Dallas's side. So for sure, football team this week.
They're going to sweep.
That is a bad idea. I'm on an island, and you know what happens when I get on an island?
Doesn't matter to me. All right,
Yeah, it doesn't
moving
matter.
on. Should we talk about the game that's supposed to be in this ticket, or
It's not. So
It's
no,
not.
let's talk about it later.
all right? So,
Shetty doesn't want to talk about Steelers. Interesting.
oh wow, that's a
Furious
What?
right now.
That's a new one. That's the first time on the Average Takes podcast. What's the
NFL's
next
trying to
game?
fuck us.
We got Chargers Bills in. We could talk about
Chargers Bills.
Chargers and Bills. Bills are the better football team, sitting at 7-3, coming off a bye week, and the Chargers are coming off a win versus the winless Jets.
Ooh, congratulations.
Herbert is
Against
still
the worst team.
looking great, but you can't knock this Bills team. I think this Bills is actually a top. I put them. I don't want to sneak where I put them this week in my power rankings, but because it's actually a surprise. But I think they're a top 5 team, maybe even top 3 Bills team. I'm gonna pick the
Top
Bills.
3, buddy.
Bills, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Bills too. There's no chance the Chargers beat Josh Allen. Bills. I love the Chargers, but it's not gonna happen, buddy. Bills in 10.
Bills in 10.
The Bills in 4,
You got
actually.
Shetty.
That's what's gonna happen. Bills in 4.
Yeah, I picked Chargers lose by 3. That's what I put on my paper.
If the Chargers somehow find a way to have a lead in this game, it's gonna get blown. That's MO for this season. This is how it happens. It's how it goes. It's typical. So, Buffalo.
Yep, Buffalo all the way around. Easy pick. Chargers are sorry.
Another 2 teams that have been pretty good this year is Titans and Colts.
That's gonna be a good game.
Colts are coming
Yeah.
off of a great win versus the Packers.
Against the Packers.
And Tennessee's coming off an also great overtime win versus the Ravens. So this is a great battle, and I want to hear where you guys sit.
The
This one's a
Colts.
tough one to call. Go ahead,
The
Roman.
Ravens were playing bad offense in that game, and I don't think the Colts played bad offense. I think the Titans got a fluke win over the Ravens last week, and Phillip Rivers and this Colts team, they got a young defense over there, and they're looking pretty damn good. I think I'm going to Indianapolis in this one, bro. Like Trevor says. Oh, wait. That's wrong team. Never mind. Colts in 7. I was going to say Ravens suck, but they're playing the Titans. But
Yeah.
Well, I can help you out with that because the Titans suck too. Titans are garbage. They're lucky they won last week because the Ravens are fucking terrible.
That's
They
what I was going to
suck.
say. That's what I was trying to say.
So I'm gonna go Colts here, and my things that I'm gonna back me up is this defense. I think this defense is young and ready. I like the way that they're gonna contain Derrick Henry. I don't think Derrick Henry's gonna have a good day, and Tannehill, you can't expect him to win games on his own, and it's gonna be hard for him. So I like this Colts team.
Yeah, this Colts team has the number 2 defense right now, and I'm pretty sure they're number 1 versus the rush. Or maybe number 2 versus the rush, but they're very good against the rush, only holding their opponents to right around 100 a game. And I know that's Derrick Henry's MO. He's done it many times this season. So it's going to really be up, I think, to the battle of the offenses. But I'm going to go Colts here too. I really think this Colts team's real. And I think they're ready to take the NFL by storm. They beat a very good Packers team last week, and I think they did it on all phases, and I think they continue that this week and play good, solid football, all phase W.
Yep, I gotta agree. Colts all the way. I don't think Titans can pull this one off. I think Colts, we gotta stop playing with them. That defense is real. That offense is getting it together finally. They're hitting on all cylinders. I think they go ahead, win this one, and solidify themselves in the division.
X.
Well, sweet. Everybody go Colts.
Can't stick with Tennessee. This is when they pull off one of those fluke losses where it looks very bad.
Yeah.
Another 10 a.m. game. We got Raiders-Falcons.
Raiders,
Falcons. I feel like that's an easy one for me to pick. I'm
Yeah,
going
I
Raiders.
mean,
for me to pick.
I bet you everyone's going to go Raiders. And
Yeah.
the reason I'm going for Raiders is because you have to look to build off that loss last week. Even though
Exactly.
you lost, it was a very, very,
Great loss.
very well played football
Yeah.
game on both sides of the ball. You lost, but you're going to walk out of there with your chins high. You know, you just went into battle with the number 2 team ranked in the league right now. For Raiders fans, you have to be excited. You're in the wild card right now, but there are teams right behind you ready to take you out at any second. So Raiders really have to win almost out because they got Ravens behind them who aren't in the playoffs right now. They're in the hunt.
The hunt.
So I know that this next couple weeks are going to be great football coming up, and so be excited.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
for sure, Raiders all the way.
I'm gonna take the Raiders here as well. I just think that they have to beat these teams that are easy wins to be playoff contenders. You know, like if you want to be ready, you got to beat this Falcons team. Like whatever you got to do, you got to beat them. So I just think they're doing that right now, and they're figuring that out, that they have to win these easy games so that when the hard games come, they're prepared and everything. So I'm gonna go Raiders here.
Yep.
Sir.
Raiders all
for
around.
sweep.
Yes, sir. What's the next game?
Next game, kind of easy, and we're going Giants-Bengals.
Yeah.
Well, Giants,
I'm going-
Bengals.
Giants here. Usually when I pick Giants, they win, or the only time I pick Giants, they've won, and I should have picked them the next week, and they won, and I lost. So this time I'm picking Giants. Their Joe Burrow's Bengals did not look good at all against the Washington football team. They barely put 9 points on the board, so I think I'm going Giants here.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
agree. It's gonna be tough without the Bengals having Joe Burrow. they didn't really have much with Joe Burrow, so I got to agree. Giants got to pull this one off. They look solid in some close games this year with decent teams. They're the better of these two bad teams, I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to mention is that Giants have a knack for competing every week and staying in games like the first the Bucks and so on. They've got a couple W's as of late, and like Roman said, without Joe Burrow and the Bengals, him tearing his ACL, which sucks, but I'm going to have to definitely go Giants here.
Yeah, I got the Giants as well. I think without Joe Burrow and without Joe Mixon, this Bengals team's gonna struggle. Gio Bernard is only a passing guy. He only likes to catch passes, and then their quarterback sucks. So I have to go Giants here, even though Daniel Jones sucks. Expect Wayne Gallman to have a good game though. He's gonna run all over these cats.
This is cool too because Giants are looking like a decent team, like potential-wise for next year, and this is all without Saquon. Like they look like a decent team, and imagine if they get a couple more pieces and maybe Saquon's back healthy, this team looks decent. And two, another thing, while we're speaking about this game, Joe Burrow being out, that kind of solidifies in my mind Rookie of the Year, looking like Herbie over there. Herbie now doesn't really have that competition from Burrow. He might be the guy now. I just had to touch on those while we were talking about these two teams. What's the next game?
That's facts. No cap.
Next game, we could talk about Dolphins versus Jets. I know not much to talk about really, but Dolphins coming off a bad loss. Not really a bad loss, but I would say a bad team loss because of the decision making. But overall, it wasn't a terrible loss. You lose by 7 versus a bad team. I think you have to believe that Dolphins are going to stick with Tua this time and put everything behind him now. I mean, even Fitzpatrick said after the game, there's no competition really. This is Tua's team. But it's just weird that the coach would pull Tua. I'm going to say that Tua gets revenge week and goes off. Absolutely
Let's put up
off.
25 points against the Chargers. And if the Dolphins do this dicking around with the quarterback they did last week, I want to say Jets pulled this off. But if they give it to Tua, then Dolphins in 10, bro. I'm going Dolphins for sure.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, if
the
Dolphins fuck around with this QB shit,
They said they're not doing that again.
Bro. Switching my call.
Anyways. I am 10-0 when I bet against the Jets. I'm 10-0. That streak continues this week. We're going to go the Dolphins here. Tua's probably have a shitty game, and it's going to look really bad, but the Dolphins will win because that defense is pretty money. I think they're going to have a pick six, at least one of them. So that's what we're looking for in this Dolphins defense.
You're Dolphins all around.
Yep.
Easy pick this week.
Fuck the Jets.
Jets are just horrible. They got nothing.
So
let's talk Cardinals versus Patriots. The game of the running quarterback.
another easy game.
Mm-hmm.
Another easy game, obviously. I mean, I bet you the house is going to take Cardinals, and we're just going to run with it like that. Kyler Murray's having a top 5 MVP season.
I'm being so safe this week.
We
after
love
the
it.
shitty week I had in picks.
I'm being so safe.
I mean, yeah, we love it. I don't think this Patriots team has any chance to beat this Cardinals team. Cardinals number 1 ranked offensive team. Let's keep it moving, I guess.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
I think you can start comparing Deshaun Watson and Kyler Murray. Whoa. Sorry. You can start comparing Kyler Murray and Deshaun Watson, and Kyler Murray is getting better every game he's going. He does make dumb mistakes sometimes. You're like, what are you doing there, bro? And then some games you're like, you're a freak athlete. That's what you do. That's why you have you on your team. But the Cardinals are the number 1 ranked offense in the league right now, and I don't think anybody on the Patriots can stop that. I mean, D-Hop and Kenyon Drake and Chase Edmonds, and then you add Kyler Murray in there, like Larry Fitz, Christian Kirk. They got a lot of weapons out there in Arizona.
Solid.
Sorry, Bill, you're taking another one.
And their defense as of late that hasn't helped them
Taking
really.
the Cardinals.
But
New England, Suck.
See you
I agree.
later.
Clean
Lost to
sweep,
the
cards
Texans.
all around.
And the Texans had
Next,
only beat the Jags.
yeah, next game is Carolina versus Minnesota.
For 2020, I feel like this would be a no-brainer for everybody that the Vikings would win. But if you've been watching the NFL this 2020, you can see how the Vikings choke. And, this one's a hard one.
This is a tough one to pick.
The Panthers looked great last week. Can't cap.
Panthers looked good with their
Shut
rookie
out
quarterback.
The Lions, bro. They shut them out.
Yeah, they also shut out the Lions. But I want to talk a little bit about PJ Walker, XFL standout, led them to a W. I don't know if he's going to be back this week. I've been hearing rumblings about Teddy B coming back. Christian McCaffrey is also trying to practice today. This game is so hard, 2020. If I were to say that Christian McCaffrey and Teddy B are not 100%, I'm going to go Minnesota here. I think Dalvin is good, and this Carolina defense isn't. It's number 27th right now in the league, and I just don't see the Panthers outscoring Minnesota in this game. Minnesota has so many weapons, so many guys healthy. I know Thielen, maybe he has to test a couple times negative before he comes back, but I'm definitely picking this Minnesota team this week.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I like this Minnesota team. Even with the loss against the Cowboys, I know the Cowboys are shitty, but I don't know. You kind of gotta expect fluke things to happen. So, the Panthers are the 25th ranked rush defense in the league, and you see week by week what Dalvin Cook does to shitty rushing defenses. He just eats them up, and he runs for 500 yards and 95 touchdowns. I don't know what you're going to do to stop him, so got to go Minnesota here.
Yep. I'm taking the Vikings ship also. Carolina doesn't have Christian McCaffrey or Teddy Bridgewater. That team is kind of crap. And the Vikings looked good last week. The Cowboys just got the first punch and kept the lead. But I think the Vikings can win this one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with the group. I think Vikings looking to bounce back after taking the L to Dallas. Nobody wants to lose to Dallas. They're pissed off. They're going to come and hopefully Dalvin Cook pops off a couple touchdowns. Vikings all day.
We love to see it. So, Shenny, are you now ready for the Ravens Steelers, or we
How
want
you
to
feeling?
keep
Yeah.
moving
How you
on
feeling?
this pod or
Sure,
something? We want to forget
let's
about
talk.
them this week.
Haha, that will never happen. Let's talk about him right now. Let's get it out there. I hope you guys are gonna bring your Raven. The Ravens are gonna beat the Steelers this week. I hope that's what you guys bring.
Okay. Ravens had
This is what I'm bringing.
two main guys for their offense test positive early this week and postponed Thursday night's beautiful matchup. This was going to be a game. It is now not. Steelers 11-0. I'm on Shenny's bandwagon right now. Steelers team is kicking on all cylinders. Mike Tomlin is kicking on all cylinders. I know he screwed me in Vegas, but it hasn't hurt his pockets. The Ravens have sucked the last couple weeks. Lamar cannot throw, and what's the Ravens defense? Number 1 versus the pass. So I don't think Lamar's going to get this party started versus a number 4 defense. I think he's going to continue to struggle, especially without his boys. Steelers 11-0, 16-0. Shenny, Super Bowl champ Shenny. Woo! I'm on the bandwagon.
That's exactly what we like to hear. That's exactly what we like to hear.
Helicopter Shenny.
I will say it for the 4th straight week. The Ravens fucking suck. We are all seeing it. Lamar Jackson is a fraud. The whole year. I don't know how he had a whole year that was a fluke. He had a whole year that was a fucking fluke. I don't know how. That's crazy. Maybe that just sees how good he was.
2020
Not anymore, though. No.
He's not even playing that bad. I don't even think he's the problem on the Ravens.
Yeah. It's definitely
It's so many other problems. They need a good, solid 2 running backs. They need solid wide receivers and they need a solid
haven't been
O-line.
the same since their best offensive lineman got hurt multiple weeks ago.
But
It's
there's
been
no excuse
downhill.
for the lack of weapons that he should be able to pass to everybody on that team, and he can't. He's not doing it. You have Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, who was supposed to be their wide receiver one and has literally disappeared, literally gone off the face of the earth. And then they're starting to throw to Willie Snead, who has been explosive, and then they have I don't even know who the rest of their wide receivers
Yeah, I
are.
don't think they have enough weapons. They pulled old man Des Bryant out
Des
of
Bryant.
retirement.
No, not old man. He's elite.
3
Des Bryant
catches
is
for 25 yards. I mean, you
elite
can't
stuff.
expect
didn't
that.
say
Why
that,
can't we
sweet.
go trade for a guy who's been here for the last 4 years? Dez hasn't seen a field in 3 years, and you're going to expect him to put him into a roster that you think's built for a championship and expect him to go out there? No, they should have traded for somebody.
Nah.
Should
Especially,
have sent a
especially when
pick
you have a
for
panic button at quarterback.
Will
As soon
Fuller.
as-
Yeah.
As soon as somebody's 2 inches in that guy's face, that guy wants to leave the pocket, bro.
Yeah,
Every
you
time.
have to set him up with the weapons,
Every
and I don't
time,
think they
yeah.
have really. And this year's shown it. Like you said, Hollywood Brown hasn't been able to do anything versus number one corners now. He has to face the number
Yep.
one guy, and I don't
He's
think
not the
that-
little slot anymore.
Yeah.
Look, I agree. The Ravens suck, but I don't think Lamar Jackson's a problem. I think they got a bunch of problems, and Lamar Jackson's like the one bright spot on the team. Other than their defense is pretty solid.
Like he could just
Yeah, I mean,
play up to the challenge. He could
I
play
go a
up to
little overboard.
the opponent.
I do
He's that
go over a
good.
little overboard on the Ravens because they're rivals and we hate them. But
It is what it is.
you have to take the Steelers here. You have to take
Yep.
the Steelers here. 11-0.
COVID implications.
This team's gonna destroy them.
Yeah, I have to agree. I got
no
Steelers this
COVID.
week too.
You said
I
it
got
best. The
COVID
only team.
implications. You forgot. All right.
He
Did
froze.
we all pick?
Browns versus
Am I back?
Jags.
Did we all go Steelers on the last one?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe.
Steelers for sure.
Okay.
I didn't think anyone was going Ravens.
I
No,
was just checking.
but
I didn't know if I
you
heard
said it
wrong.
best, Bob. The only chance at ruining this undefeated season will be this week, and that chance diminished. It's gone now.
Maybe the Bills, though. I don't know.
It's not gone. It's not gone 100%
Yeah,
because they still could pull it off. But
Yeah, interdivision
It's-
games
it's
are
fading.
always. And Gus Edwards, the guy who they have stepped up, had his best game versus Steelers last time they played. Best game all year. So, I mean, it's not going to be a pushover game. It's a division rival. I just like being a bandwagon right now and riding the train.
Hey, fun fact: I'm 20-0.
Oh God!
Oh.
When I bet with the Steelers and against the Jets every week, it's combined 20-0. That's what I love to see.
Okay, let's move on to
Oh,
the next
good.
game, bro. We got Browns at Jacksonville.
Browns are 7-3, and I don't know how they're doing it, but I say they go 8-3 here.
Want me
buddy.
to tell you
Yep.
how they're doing it? They beat the bad teams. The only losses they have is for Steelers, Ravens, and Raiders.
Yep.
They beat bad football teams. And what is the Jags? A bad,
Bad
football,
football
team.
team.
Jags are going with their third quarterback this year. Mike Glennon is getting the start this
Lord,
week.
bro. Mike
Yeah.
Glennon's still in the league,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I remember
Mm.
when he was on the Bears, bro.
Yeah,
Is he a
Where-
Tampa guy?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Oh God.
he was a
Get that guy
backup
outta
for
here, bro.
Nick Foles on the Bears, though. I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Yeah, it don't matter. I got Cleveland in this game. They're gonna run the
Yeah.
roof off this football
We'll be
field
Taylor's
and just
Browns, and
Yeah.
I'm still
Give-
going with them.
give a chub.
It's officially
Chubb.
Nick Chubb season.
Yeah, it's half Chubb
Yeah,
season.
it's Nick Chubb season in
Half Chubb
Cleveland,
season.
and we love to see that.
Yeah, easy
gonna run
pick.
everywhere.
Browns
Yeah,
Browns.
for sure.
all the way around.
San
What's the next
Francisco versus Los Angeles Rams. 49ers versus Rams. I mean,
Division game. Didn't 49ers beat them last time?
49ers beat them, so I believe Rams are getting revenge.
Yeah.
This is
And they
revenge
just
week
beat
for
Rams
a
want that
Rams.
one
good
back.
Bucks team. Rams
They
beat
beat-
a great Bucks team.
They
last
beat a
week.
good Bucks team. They intercepted
their
Tom
bye.
Brady at the very end of the game.
They're on a roll.
I'm
Aaron
pissed
Donald is
about
nasty.
that. Tom Brady might not have the magic anymore. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, you have to go Rams. This defense unreal. Aaron Donald, best football player in the league. And you got Jalen Ramsey, who shuts down any given man he's opposed to on the football field. I'm going Rams. They got the 5th offense, the 1st defense. And yeah, they want that. They're hungry for revenge.
Yeah.
Rams are looking
Yes, sir.
solid now. They were looking a little shaky to start. Like they had their questions and stuff, but they're pretty solid now. I still don't like
I feel
Jared
like
Goff
they've
really,
answered
but
all
that
those
team's pretty
questions.
good. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Rams too. That defense is just too good. That defense is up there that's a top 5 defense for sure.
They're
Yeah.
number 1, I believe.
The last time this team played the Rams, they had George Kittle on the field. This time they have no George Kittle, and that's the only reason why the Rams win. That's literally the only reason. I don't care about anything else. George Kittle's on the field, they lose. George Kittle off the field, they win. Rams win.
You cannot tell me that, bro. You really
You're
think
deciding
George
a game
Kittle's
off
that
one
You called him
player?
Greg last time.
Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, bro. That's the only thing you wrote in your notes, so that's all you're gonna say is Greg Kittle. But that's
Nick
not
Mullins
why
had the
they
game.
win. That's not why they win, bro.
Yes, it is.
There's no chance.
Well,
Yes.
they don't have Jimmy G or
What
Kittle
Rob
or
Gronkowski got like
Bosa
10
or-
catches for 20 yards last week. You think George is gonna do better?
George was
TB12.
7 for 109 with a touchdown against the Rams last game with Nick
He
Mullins
got
as the quarterback.
Fluke tight end freaking seam, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fluke?
tight end seam,
60
bro.
yards.
Yes.
60 yards.
No,
It
he's
was
the
at the
goat.
end of the game, bro.
Chunked them.
He's a beast. He beats teams.
You do
Okay,
not watch
moving on
football,
again.
bro. You do
Cutting
not watch
Shinny
football.
off.
Game changer.
Let's go Saints at Broncos.
Saints, baby. Taysom Hill looked great
No
last week.
Drew Breesy again, but it didn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Taysom.
Won't matter.
Doesn't
all I
matter.
wrote-
Drew Brees
go
is so limited. He's so limited to what he can do that when they have a backup quarterback to come in, it expands their options for coaches. I'm sure they love it when Drew Brees gets hurt. I'm sure that the offensive
Yeah.
coordinator loves when Drew Brees gets hurt.
Yeah,
He
they sat
limits
down
them
and they go,
to
"This is
only
best case
5-yard
scenario."
slants.
Best case scenario is Taysom
Yes.
Hill coming
Yeah,
in
best
for
case
us.
scenario is losing
Bro,
a
you're
Hall of
worst
Fame
case,
quarterback.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Why would they say, "Oh God, thank God Drew Brees is hurt. Let's put Taysom Hill"?
They're
in"?
going,
They're so
"Yes,
limited.
This is just what we
Come on,
wanted.
dude.
So limited.
They're so limited. He can only do one thing.
And throw touchdowns
Oh my
and win,
God.
bro. What else do you want him to do?
Yeah.
I'm not
This
saying
ain't
I didn't
two
say anything
touchdowns
about his
there.
play. I didn't say anything. I just said he's limited. I didn't say he's playing bad. I just said he's limited. That's all I said.
What is he limited with?
Limited to what, bro?
Passes under
Records?
20 yards. That's all he does.
He's limited to
Passes
going
under
to the
20
Hall-
yards.
No,
Way.
He's just. Oh
They're
my
8
God,
and 2
bro.
though, Shinny.
He's a veteran.
I'm
He's a
not
veteran,
saying he's
bro.
doing
A
bad.
veteran
I'm
without
saying he's
Michael Thomas.
limited. He's limited.
I'm just
Michael
saying
Thomas is
limited,
doo doo
bro.
anyway.
Oh,
Michael
God.
Thomas had a pretty good
Here
game
we
last
go.
week. But yeah, Saints. I wrote in my notes Taysom Town. Drew Breesy, I don't know, haven't heard nothing about him, but it didn't matter last week. I don't believe it's going to matter this week. The Saints defense is good. Drew Lock is not.
Yeah. So Shenny, you going Broncos then this week?
I'm taking the Saints because their
Yeah,
defense
oh
is
my
that
God.
good. Their defense is that good.
Yeah. It's all right. You can say what you want about the Saints. Okay.
We have another
Crazy, bro.
great matchup. Kansas City Chiefs versus
No. We say that. Say that. We got Bears Packers.
that's the night game, the
Bears.
Sunday night game though. I was just going
Yeah, but
down
that's
the
game
list.
of the
This
week.
is about-
Chiefs Buccaneers
this is-
game of the week, bro.
This is my last game. I gotta get off.
Okay, then let's go KC
All right, here.
Tampa then.
Chiefs
Yeah.
Buccaneers. Chiefs Buccaneers. Then.
Okay.
Never mind.
Go, Shenny.
Kansas City. Goodbye.
Wow, Tom loses twice. Tom loses back to back
For
for
the
the
first
first
time?
time, and he cuts
He
it.
left
Oh,
just like that.
wow.
Oh my God.
Wow,
bro.
he goes. Tom Brady never loses twice, never twice. But I
That's
wrote in my
literally his
notes
line.
specifically, Tom
Brady
loses twice. Tom loses
Lit,
twice
lit,
in a
lit,
row.
lit, lit,
This
lit.
Kansas City team is good. I know they're better in the second half, but Tom Brady, I think, has lost a step.
He Looked so bad last
He
year.
has all these weapons, and I know it was versus a very good defense. They're still 7-3. It's not a crazy step, but I do think he's lost.
Tom looked bamboozled out there for the first time in his career, I feel like.
Yeah.
Real
And now he's
bamboozled.
not shaking guys' hands
Right.
after the game, and he's just poor spawning
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
This is the second
He's realizing
time.
he's on the downfall of his career
He's
right now.
toxic
bro. He
Tom
switched
now.
teams.
Yeah,
and
he's toxic.
He's
The
like,
two
I don't know.
quarterbacks, I mean, he faced off in the Super Bowl, and that he's lost to this season. He didn't shake their hands after Nick Foles and now Jared Goff.
He's over there
Yeah.
throwing helmets on the sideline, yelling
Yeah.
at people. It's
Oh,
toxic
he's
Tom
mad.
now.
Toxic
I think he's on a
Tom,
mission,
baby.
though. I think he's
He's
on a mission, though. And
but he's putting it on his.
I
He's
think that-
putting the mission on his back himself too much. So
yeah,
he's just mad.
he might
at
be putting too
everybody,
much
bro.
pressure on himself.
Yeah.
Like old
yeah.
Phillip used to do for the Chargers. Too much on
Yeah.
his shoulders.
I still think,
Force.
though, that stat where he doesn't lose twice in a row is a real thing, and I don't think he loses again. I think they figure out a way. They got
Is
something
that
for this
right?
Chiefs team. I'm going Bucks this
Really?
week.
Oh no,
Gambling.
bro.
I
Oh no.
like it. I like
I do
it.
like it. I do
Tom
like it. The
doesn't
Chiefs
lose
seems
twice.
beatable. Chiefs seems beatable, as we can see. They got a 1 next to their 9.
Their two
But-
worst games are against the Raiders, right?
Yep.
And didn't the Bucks and the Raiders play?
Bucks took a dookie on the Raiders.
The Raiders, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like 40.
Yeah.
They got something for the AFC West. They know how to play in that division.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be game of the week, like
Yeah.
Roman was implying. We got KC, number
Absolutely.
2 offense, versus Tampa Bay's number 9 defense, and then number 6 offense for Tampa Bay versus the 15th ranked defense for the Chiefs. It's definitely a game to watch this week. I just
Yep.
think Tom Brady has struggled versus good teams.
Yeah.
Versus the Saints was a very good team that he played with. They lost 38-3. They lost versus a Bears team, which they just went out there and struggled the whole time and looked like they played down to them. And then they lost last week. And I know Tom doesn't lose twice, and I don't like going against a Hall of Fame best quarterback maybe to walk this planet, but I'm doing it. I'm going KC for sure.
Yeah, I don't like doing it either. I'm going KC also. Tom Brady is the GOAT, but the Buccaneers just didn't look good last week. Bro, if the Rams play anywhere, if the Bucks play anywhere near the Rams and game plan anywhere near the Rams, what the Rams did, I feel like they could beat the Chiefs. But Pat Mahomes is just too great. He scored in 1 minute and 15 seconds last week. It's kind of hard to defend that, bro. I'm going Chiefs here, bro.
It's tough though for Pat Mahomes when he's got good pass rush in his face. You saw that when they lost to the Raiders this year. When they were blitzing him successfully, they were having a tough time. So that's what I think. I think this D line for Tampa is going to help them out, and this offense is still good for Tampa. I think they'll get this win this week.
Oh, I think this is going to be a very good game, and this is a good island for you to be on, Tanner.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I just think that a big part of this game is going to be passing, and I don't believe Tom could be perfect a whole game passing-wise anymore because we saw what they did last week, their run game last week, and they haven't been a great running team this year overall. So I think it's going to be a huge game to watch. I think you have to watch Ronald Jones because he only had 24 yards last week.
Mhm.
I'm nervous as hell for this game. It's going to be the best game maybe we've seen all season, honestly. I think it could be. This is towards the end of the year. Bucks have
If Tampa
to
plays
win.
good,
Bucks
and they
have
play
to
good
win
teams,
for
they
their
scare out.
division-wise
yeah.
because the Saints
Yeah,
are
they
just
need this.
trucking. Without
Saints are
Drew
just
Brees,
trucking.
that
Missing a
Saints
step.
team is just very good.
That's the boogeyman in that division over there. So that's why I think they show up and they play hard. I think they can get this win. Chiefs are
Yeah.
definitely beatable. We've seen it, and this could be the team to finally knock them off, give them their second loss.
Let's talk about that Sunday night game, Bears at Packers. Not really much to
Packers
tough
say
got
to
a
here.
call.
tough loss last week, bro.
It was last second versus a very good Colts team. I don't think this Bears team has any chance, honestly. I know it's a division game. Packers usually do very good in division games. They who was I going to say? I was going to say Aaron Rodgers loves the interdivision competition, and I really don't think Nick Foles could do it anymore. They said he was a little banged up. Mitch Trubisky's still hurt. They were looking at DeShone Kizer to bring in. None of that just seems good to me. None of that seems like it's
tolerable. I
yeah,
guess.
and none of it looks good. I mean, the Bears have the 31st ranked offense right now.
Mhm.
That's terrible. They can't score.
Yeah, their offense is their biggest problem. That defense we know is solid. Like that
Breaking news:
offense is
Christian
just
McCaffrey
ugly.
ruled out. Christian McCaffrey ruled out.
Oh, luckily we all went against Panthers. Then. I
Luckily, yeah,
almost gambled on
bro.
that one too.
Oh,
I had it written down
no.
as Panthers before we started.
Well, they shut them out and still won like 20.
Yeah.
But I texted Shenny and I got his picks for the last two, so he went with Packers. He got Green Bay for the Bears and Packers game. I'm also going Green Bay on this one. I think the better offense is Green Bay by far. Their defense does have their question marks, but I think in these type games they're going to show up and play hard. So Green Bay for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
GBs all around.
Yeah, it might be a defensive game. We have the Bears 8th ranked defense versus the Packers 9th ranked defense. So it's going to be a pretty good game, but I definitely think this Packers pull it off.
For sure, Packers.
I didn't realize they were ranked that close in defense.
Yeah, just
their defense always good.
Bears
bro,
offense is 31st.
terrible.
Packers
Exactly,
8th ranked
yeah.
offense. So
31st, bro.
31st, bro. I've been saying it week to week. That
Trash.
quarterback's a question mark. They need a tank and go draft a kid right out. Just
Facts,
like what
bro.
I think this next team we're going to talk about, Eagles versus Seahawks. Eagles need to do the same thing like I was just saying about the Bears. Tank, get yourself a new quarterback. I believe Carson Wentz has reached his
He's down and out.
peaking
He's down and out, bro.
for Philly. Maybe a new change of scenery, new coaches will help him. Send him to the Jags, maybe Broncos. I don't know. Just it's time to move on from this experience. I think you got to start trying something else. You drafted a kid named Jalen Hurts last year, and you haven't given him a full game to even try it out. This division is up for grabs. Maybe because they think Carson Wentz has the experience that he's winning this battle versus Jalen for quarterback. But, man, Carson leads the league in picks. Leads the league in getting sacked, which doesn't help him either. This Eagles team is first in the division right now because of the tie. But I don't see a win for them in the next month. Have you seen how hard their schedule is?
I have not.
The Eagles don't have – I don't see them getting a win.
Oh, they got Packers next week.
Yep.
They got – Saints
Packers,
the week after
Saints,
that.
Cardinals, Cowboys.
And then
football
team.
Yeah,
you know,
Cowboys
they could honestly lose out if those other teams heating up because Cowboys looked like Andy Dalton figured out, wow, I could actually throw the football here and score points. This offense is good. So, I mean, this Eagles team, I think it's a perfect time to make a change. The Seahawks defense isn't that great. If you put in Jalen Hurts, let him run around like these quarterbacks have been doing. Kyler, he's similar to Kyler. His skill set is very similar.
I don't know why they haven't started him yet. I've been thinking this the whole time is why have they not put Jalen Hurts? This is a fast-paced offense. They like to go for a lot of plays, and they like to run and gun. So I don't know why they haven't gone. That's exactly what Jalen does. He's an athletic quarterback.
Yeah, Carson Wentz he leads the league in picks.
He's a Division II product.
Interceptions, 14.
You get what
literally a Division II product.
And they took him at the second pick overall.
This is what happens when you have the best Division II quarterback you can get. He's really good. Like, he's not a bad quarterback, but he's just not at that next level. Maybe it has nothing to do with Division II. It's just Carson Wentz, but that's just what goes off in my head when I start thinking about it.
My head also
and Carson Wentz
is
too. You know what? Even
go ahead.
Even worse too, Carson Wentz, when he had his one good season, his solid season, he went on, got to the Super Bowl. He didn't even get to win that Super Bowl with the team he carried there.
Yeah.
Nick Foles went and pulled
Got
it
hurt.
off for him.
Yeah.
Talk about literally a tease, bro. You were
A
right there
tease,
about
bro.
to get the
Yeah.
big game. You got hurt.
Yeah.
Didn't even get it.
Yeah,
And I feel
think
like he ain't ever going back.
it hurts this Eagles team that a lot of their weapons are hurt. I know they haven't seen Alshon all year. I don't think that guy wants to be there.
Oh, hell no. He's enjoying his time off.
I agree. That's what I
That
was about
seems
to
3 and
say.
7
I
and 1,
think
bro.
it's about him
Chilling.
not wanting to be there that also affects his injury. But I just don't see this Carson Wentz led team pulling off versus the Seahawks team. There's not a chance.
No
in the world
chance.
that
Seahawks
Russ lets
just came
that
off
happen.
A great
is an
dub against the Cardinals.
MVP.
Love it.
Russ is up there. I think he finishes off his season strong. You have to. I think their competition, the end of the year is weak. They have one hard game remaining, I believe. The Seahawks see the Eagles, the Giants, the Jets, the football team, the Rams, and then the 49ers to end it off. I think this is how Russ brings out his MVP. He needs to kill these teams and just stack his numbers because
Yes,
he's
sir.
fallen out
Yeah,
with how many interceptions he threw the last 4 out of 5 games. I know they got the dub, but
And if he loses another one, he's probably out of the race.
I agree.
I gotta agree that Seahawks are gonna win this week, but I think his MVP chances are slimming only because that little athletic quarterback in his division named Kyler. That dude is so good. I think Kyler is gonna knock him off. I think he's gonna have less at the end of the year. He's probably gonna be right up there, close to him in passing touchdowns, and he's gonna be probably leading the league in rushing touchdowns when it's all said and done. If Dalvin has a couple games where he's off, Kyler's gonna be right there. Kyler, I think that's the only reason Kyler gets knocked out of this, Russ gets knocked out of this MVP conversation.
He definitely
I think
could,
they definitely
but
get the W this week.
I think that the
And I like what
Seahawks
you're saying about how
competition
easy
is
their
so
schedule looks
easy.
too.
Yeah, I think that
Easy.
is so easy that they could go win out. Cardinals are going to be maybe a wild card because they're a game behind now with the loss last week. Cardinals,
Yeah, look, that
remaining
division is
schedule.
tough over there when you look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Cardinals
Because
face
Rams
the-
are now in first.
Yeah, they face the Patriots, the Rams, Giants, Eagles, 49ers, and the Rams again. Cardinals, Rams haven't played yet. They have 2
Yeah,
times they have to play the second half of this year.
that's going to change that division completely.
That's going to change
means
that
That's
division all
crazy.
the way
That's
up.
so crazy
Damn.
that they
Seahawks
waited so
wanna know-
long for that competition.
And Shenny, just for everybody watching, Shenny also took the Seahawks. We got his text in the chat, so
Yeah.
Shenny also going Seahawks. Everybody all around went Seattle.
Yeah, I believe this is going to be a better week of football than last week.
And that division is for
I
the
know
taking.
Shenny left early, but do you guys have your fantasy players or no?
Oh yeah, I got mine.
I have mine.
Yeah, so
Patient.
it's perfect segue. Perfect segue. My quarterback for this week is Russ. I wrote him down before we started doing this because I was like, I like him against this Eagles team. Eagles shaky. I think Russ is going to pop off. Russ, my QB this week. Who you guys got?
I got a kid who was benched last week, Tua Tagovailoa for the Dolphins. I think that lit a fire under his ass a little bit. He's going against the Jets. The Jets just gave up 27.5 fantasy points to Justin Herbert. And I do believe Herbert's better, but I think Tua has a fire lit under his ass, and he's angry because he could have brought them back to win that game versus the Broncos. I think it's bullshit what that coach did over there. And I have a fire lit under my ass for Tua. Let's go.
Let's go.
Who is my quarterback?
Like it.
My quarterback is Deshaun Watson, bro. He kaboomed last week, 2 touchdowns, 344 yards. He's playing Detroit this week, and I feel like their offense is going to go off, bro. I picked Deshaun Watson.
Great pick, great pick.
I'll go running backs. Come right back with it. You ready with yours, Roman?
Do you have yours
Huh?
or no?
Give me a second.
You have
Are
your
you running back?
I got mine.
Ronald Jones Jr.
Oh, Rojo. After
the
a bad
Bucs
week?
have any chance of beating the Chiefs, I feel like their run game has to be stellar, and Ronald Jones can do it, bro. He had that 195-yard run 2 weeks ago.
99.
99, yeah. I feel like he can be a beast. He can pop off here. It's either gonna be a boom or a bust.
Tanner, you have a running back, or are you gonna just try to steal mine right now?
Yeah, I'm probably stealing yours. I don't know, but I'm going with Josh Jacobs.
Oh
this
my!
That's crazy, bro.
That's accidental.
Let's
That's
hear it.
accidental.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
That's
I
accidental.
picked this last night, and if you could read in my notes, it says Josh Jacobs, Las Vegas
Damn.
running
Yep.
back.
I like their matchup this week going against the Falcons defense. Falcons only show up on defense when it's in their division, and I think passing wise they're pretty good against the pass. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Josh Jacobs to pop off, have a couple tutties. Love the steal. I had no idea I was stealing it.
Hey, and I love it because we're on the same wave page. Josh
Thinking
Jacobs
the same
4th in
thing.
yards and 3rd in tutties. That's a great pick. But
Yep.
I am gonna go with who I said was gonna have a great game earlier in this episode. I said Nick Chubb's gonna bring full Chubb and gonna go off.
Full Chubb this time.
Yeah, full Chubb this time. I'll give you my fantasy insight. He's going off. I know they love their dual running back situation, but Jacksonville sucks, and I think that the Browns beat these bad teams, and he's going to go off because of it.
Definitely can happen.
Can I go wide
Come right
receiver
back,
so
Pete.
mine doesn't get
Yep.
stolen this time?
Go ahead.
I think you're
Go
gonna
ahead.
steal mine right now.
Chase Claypool.
Oh no. That's
No.
not
I
mine.
don't want him.
Chase
Don't want him,
Claypool
don't want him,
has
don't want
10
him.
touchdowns in 10 games as a rookie, and I think he's going to beat Justin Jefferson for that rookie offensive player of the year. Herbert's still going to be rookie of the year
Rookie of
overall
the year.
wise. And I got Chase Claypool because absolutely no one's talking about him. He wasn't even top 10 in NFL's top 10 rookies this year on that list. He has 10 touchdowns in 10 games, most out of any rookies. Unreal.
So crazy.
Steelers are undefeated, and he's not in the top 10 of rookies this year. Are you kidding me?
And
NFL?
he's the guy on that wide receiver court right now. Like
yeah, he's
the
the
wide
man
receiver.
over there right now.
Yeah.
That second-round pick out of Notre Dame looks very good by this Steelers team, and that's who I'm going with this week.
That's a good pick. Okay, my wide receiver pick for this week is your guy, Stephon Diggs. With the Bills, I like their
Great
matchup this
pick.
week. I just feel like they had a bye week. They've been waiting for this one. I think they're ready to go. It's going to be a big week for Diggs.
That kind of plays in with
Been popping
mine
off this year, too.
because mine is playing you. I'm going Mike Will, bruh. I think the Bills are going to be focused on
Ooh.
Keenan Allen the whole game, and Mike Will is going to catch a 80-yard pass, and boom. This week
Fire.
against the Bills.
I actually like that matchup, Chargers versus Bills. I feel like the Bills
Yeah.
are obviously like the way better team, but the Chargers are sneaky, and they score 30 points on everybody, it feels like.
Yeah. They lose by a touchdown every fucking time.
All right, well, that's our fantasy picks. We don't know who Shenny got because he had to roll.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the phone with Shay right now trying to steal his picks for the pod. He said Wayne
Oh,
Gallman.
fire.
Who else, Shenny? Got to go quick. And a pod.
Wayne Gallman at RB. Put him up to the mic. Put him up to the mic. We can hear him. Hurry up.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore,
Okay, you
wide
need a
receiver.
quarterback.
QB.
Okay.
Big Ben.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Pat
Who you going with,
Mahomes.
Kyler or Pat? Okay.
Derek
there
Carr.
it is.
Your car,
you,
bro.
you sank it.
Oh,
All
that's a
right.
good pick, actually, against
Yeah,
Falcons.
it's not a terrible pick,
Yeah.
Fire.
but that's it
It's
for
lit.
our Week 12 pick'ems. I hope you guys
Yes,
enjoyed.
sir.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Tatis jersey. We have 2 Tatises, 1 Machado, all coming your way. We want to get them out next week.
3
need to
winners.
hit
3
100.
winners. 3 winners.
100.
We have a bunch of content on our page too. If you guys haven't seen all our reaction videos and all that, we have like 4 or 5 reaction videos. We just posted another one today, probably
Yes.
or yesterday by the time this is posted. So go check it out. Like and
Watch
subscribe.
your
Thanks for
average
watching.
reacts, baby.
Yeah, nothing wrong with being average.